Hi! Welcome to Far Cry 4. We're doing a high price. It's the third Longinus mission and it's located just east of Birabata Outpost. I will jump into the tent now and we can hear from the man himself. It's another smuggler mission though, basically.
I'm ready for more.
And the Lord said, "Who shall I send?" And you answered, saying, "I am here, send me." Your devotion pleases me greatly, but it pleases the Lord even more. Another lost sheep has been located. You know what to do.
Find him, follow him, get the diamonds and bring him back.
From the mouth of babes, you have ordained strength to still the enemy and become the Avenger.
What verse is that?
The word of God does not always come in the form of chapter and verse. Where did you go?
It's a shame. Initially I was really excited by these Longinus quests, but as they all started turning out exactly the same, it became less interesting. I was just seeing if I could pick up any of those weapons there, but sadly not. Anyway, reach the vantage point and then we'll spy on the... I decided a wingsuit over there. And there's an outpost as well that I think I took on the way. I don't know, it might be Birabata Outpost actually. Anyway, I digress. Wingsuited over, didn't quite make it far enough. Sadly, it's up there, so after a bit of running around and climbing, I made it over here. Smuggler approaching, wasn't sure which way that thing approached or popped up a lot sooner than I expected, but I figured I'd get in the buzzer now rather than later, because that way I'd be able to follow him when he came past, and there he is, with a friend. No friend, sorry, I lied. There's an outpost over there that I thought he might be driving to, but thankfully he wasn't, because that would have sucked. I mean, it wouldn't have actually worked, right? If he'd gone to an outpost that wasn't taken or that was owned by the Royal Guard, it would have been ridiculously more difficult and turned into an outpost quest, and if he'd gone after it was taken over, he'd have had the blues killing him, so it makes sense that he went somewhere else instead. This one you have a bit more leeway with distance. Certainly I got quite far away and it didn't seem to grumble so much. Possibly allows for height. Anyway, he comes down here and I do some terrible work with Molotovs from the air. I never quite got the hang of throwing explosives from the air. I should have, like every other Longinus mission, I should have brought the grenade launcher sidearm, the ML-17 or something, because as it turns out a sniper pretty much gets a beat on me and I'm dead nearly before I get out of this thing. Fortunately I managed to heal in time. I got some body armour on as well, so Lord knows what would have happened had that not been the case. I'm trying to take this guy out quickly just so that I can heal safely and then approach, but it seems he has friends, so I take them out too. One of them's the commander, lieutenant, whatever he's called. 100 for him, and still a few guys left, but at least now I haven't got someone chunking away like 2/3 of my health every time they hit me, which sucks. So it's time for the grenade launcher. They're all clustered around cars, so it's going to be easy to make them explode. Body flying up in the air. Easy to make them explode and get splash damage. I should have taken out the other truck as well, because I think a guy runs for the heavy gun at this point. And still, explosive deaths get you more experience than headshots, so it's just encouraging the carnage, I guess. Which makes it an interesting option, actually, for outpost takedowns. I'm just losing the bodies. And then there's a way in there down to the right. We'll come back there, but I can't believe I didn't notice it in time. That time, I think it just, the colour didn't really highlight it, but just I was trying to work out where that chest was, but of course it's underneath. When previously in the last one it was high up above. Anyway, heading in through here, we see there's just a few guys. I think there's usually 4 in here. And then of course some more will spawn as soon as I grab the diamond, whether or not I take these guys down silently. I was just waiting to see where he would stop his patrol. And take down here and then a spin for a knife takedown. No, didn't follow the prompt. Maybe, oh yeah, I think it's a knife takedown here. There we are. And his friend obviously freaks out a bit. And he turns around to try and work out what's going on, allowing me a pretty easy takedown there. So I cleared those guys out with a minimum of fuss. And then had a look around for the blood diamond. After looting that other corpse, there are the blood diamonds there, and I spend a bit of time trying to see if I can actually see them, and even bright you can't really make out that they're diamonds beyond the fact that it's kind of flashing, which is a shame, because when Longinus has them on his table they look gigantic. Anyway, there's that chest that was eluding me a bit, and then it's back outside where there are some dudes remaining. My hunting syringe is up at maximum duration now, so one syringe tends to last almost a whole side mission, which is quite nice. A takedown here and then a handgun takedown and this heavy, which works, which surprises me, because normally you have to do a bit more work to get a heavy handgun takedown. But those guys go down pretty quickly, so now it's just a question of escaping the compound after, obviously, looting the bodies. Looking around for any I might have missed. Then take the blood diamond back to the drop point, and it's a fairly easy ride from here. Only a few meters and my quad bike is still there. Don't quite make it up there, thought I might be able to, so instead around here and a drop off in the tent. After smacking into a tree, obviously. There's a couple of chests here, one there, and a buzzer, usefully. So that's going to let me, I forget, I think the 4th Longinus mission is coming up next, so we'll be off to do that afterwards. But that's almost it, the end of our Longinus journey. Just one more mission, final something or other, I'll note it up there, and we'll unlock the LK-1018, which is a rocket launcher that's okay, I guess. But it's a rocket launcher, it's not a grenade launcher, so it's hard to love it, at least for me. But that's personal preference, obviously. Anyway, on the left, the Birabata outpost, and on the right, the final Longinus mission, whose name I will note in this, because I can't find it here. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.